Dashers. It is Sunday at 7 p.m. CT, and I am here. So, yeah, this week has been getting my sister situated, and they've been really busy trying to um, organize their house. And since everything is in boxes and just it it's a disaster because like I still have all my stuff and I know exactly where they're coming from. So I've been trying to help out and see how anything that I can do, I will. Um yeah, it's showing them where things are, where's the local grocery store, this or that. So it's been quite an interesting week, to say the least. Hey, Elsa, hi. How are you? Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Um, yeah, it has been crazy, like trying to help and yet still trying to. I gotta work. I've got things I've got to do still, and I'm like, oh my Lord, there's never enough time in the day that you need, and I'm like, wow. It's just like, oh my goodness. I always feel so overwhelmed at times, and it's just like, oh my gosh, I've got to learn to like, hey, still planning. I'm going up to see my kids in July, so I'm excited about that. And so I am really excited because we've decided that we are going to take a family cruise. Ooh, yeah, me and my son, my daughter, and my son's girlfriend. Um, yeah, the four of us are gonna go on a family cruise. Oh my God. So hopefully cross our fingers that I can get the dates that I need. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. It's been man, I am so looking for internet options out here because this internet here is obviously garbage out in the middle of nowhere. And Starlink I have to take in and take out every time, so it's kind of crazy. So I'm trying to find like a different carrier. I've had Nomad Internet, and it doesn't work well in a metal building. Starlink does, as long as I can pass it through um, the building and have the modem inside the house and into a router, and then I should be good. But I don't know. We'll see. There are so many like little things that I have to try and figure out and see if Starlink's going to work, or, because the storm comes, who knows if I'm ever going to get internet. Um, and I can't rely on that. So I always have to have some kind of a backup plan. And so I'm testing out like Verizon, I get 1 bar. T-Mobile and Sprint, I get 2 bars. And that's on and off. So I'm like, okay, well, this isn't really good. Swelling. Oh, you're swelling? Are you okay? Hey, what's going on? What's going on? I little heart. It has been really, what do you call it? This whole week, the weather pattern here in Texas has been crazy. We'll get a shower for 5 minutes, and then it's good for about 20, and then we get another shower for about 10 minutes, and then it's good for about an hour, and then and literally the heat goes like this. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. The humidity at nighttime, it's cooler, but it's humid. And then at nighttime or daytime, it's hot and humid. So you're like, you step outside, you don't even have to be doing anything. You just could be sitting there and you'd start sweating. It's like the worst. No, not. In Anchorage. Oh, you're in Anchorage. Nice. Should be nice and cool up there. Hey, howdy, Roy and Becky. How are you? You guys surviving out there? Oh my God. I saw the temperatures like in like 112 or something like that. How are you guys surviving out there? Um, Roy and Becky are in Quartzsite during the summer. They're full-time residents. Um, Man, but I mean, at least it's not the humid heat like I have here in Texas. I'm at 98 with, God, 70, 80% humidity. It's like the worst. Everybody saying hi. Dodge all the wildfires along the way. Oh my gosh. And it's funny because we have been getting rain for the last month. Like we would have all week, we'd have storms and good storms. But this week it was kind of like I said, 5 minutes it'd rain really hard, and then we have 20 minutes, and then another 2 minutes downpour, and then an hour and a half, and then 10 minutes of downpour. And we're talking like you can't see when you're driving. It's white out for like 10 minutes, and then that's it. And then it's clear, partly cloudy again. It's been crazy weather here in Texas, I swear. I grew up near buses. I don't. You know, I was in Providence for 16 years. So I got to tell you, the hot and humid parts are about 2 to 3 weeks in August. It's usually the unbearable time. Gets hot, but it's not as humid as it is here in Texas. I've got those 2 or 3 weeks in August where it's like ungodly humid and hot. I have it for 5 months here in Texas. It is the worst. But then the rest of the year is beautiful. So it makes up for the rest of the year. I mean, even when in the wintertime, I think we get down to 32 maybe once or twice, maybe 3 times. But other than that, I mean, honestly, no snow. Yes, we get a dusting, but we don't get snow. Oh, from the wildfires. Oh my gosh, you guys in Cali are going through a drought. Nevada and Cali. Oh my God. I wish I could just like take some of the weather we've been having. I mean, we're by the Gulf, so the Gulf course, but Gulf Coast. So we've got the tropic and everything else, but you guys are coming right off the Pacific. Second, it still does shouldn't be as dry as it is. Solar and AC. Yeah, staying inside. Oh my goodness. Nighttime is, even in nighttime it's warm, but at least it's not like muggy, like downright muggy. Ugh. It's like when you're sitting and you're sweating and you just don't feel like moving. I swear. It's like I have at least AC in the garage here. So, and it's just a wall unit, but I put fans on. So if you can hear the fans, that's what's running in the background, guys. Um, because it pushes that cool air and distributes it throughout the garage here. And it's nice. And I mean, my electric bill's like $50. So I know some people in houses are paying like $300, $400. I'm like, oh, for electrics. At least I'm only paying like $50, so I'm okay with that. Or the winter. Yeah, Boston winters. Yeah. I mean, and it's funny because it seems like every 7 years you get blasted like, but it's mild compared to Wisconsin. I grew up there. That was my, born and bred Wisconsin. And Boston winters, yeah, we the nor'easters would come in and we would get it. But I mean, we were buried for a good 6 months out in Wisconsin. Way nice by the ocean. Yeah, I mean, I liked Providence. I mean, Boston's right there on the ocean too, but we're a little bit south. We're only about an hour and a half south from Boston. It's not that bad. Oh, good. Oh, don't hear your fan over my fan. It's that time of year, guys, honestly. It is that. And I even got my little one going, my little portable one that, because it is those days. It is fan days, guys. Woo! Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Midwest winters. I was living in Chicago my last Midwest winter, and I've never gone back. Never since I left back in 1993. I think I left in 1993. I've never been back. Even when I do the beet harvest, it's still October. It's just getting cold. Now that I could deal with. And then as soon as it's over, I'm out of there. I'm like, I'm booking out of there because I do not want to get stuck up there. Um, do the beet harvest and I boogie. So Midwest wise, I have not been there in the winter. Choose not to. No way. Jose, have not been back. My last winter there was a minus 19 with a wind chill of minus 92. We had senior citizens that were passing away because it was just too cold and they couldn't keep warm. Um, they actually had refrigerated trucks because too many people had passed away because it was so cold. And it wasn't just one day. This was for a week. We had a um, what do you call it? Arctic blast come down from Canada, and literally it was a week, and a lot of seniors had passed away, unfortunately. And that was my last winter. I said, I'm out. I'm out. People were plugging in their cars for the battery to make sure that their battery would work the next morning. It was insane. Never would do that. I have not been back up to the Midwest during winter since. I was in Winchester, a bit inland. Winchester, Winchester. Well, I actually lived close to Woonsocket, so I wasn't really in Providence per se. I was actually up where Foster Gloucester always got hit in Rhode Island. So it was kind of like the coldest part of Rhode Island. I think I got buried twice in snow. Um, but my first winter there, I was wearing a wool sweater the whole entire time. And at the time, my husband was like, that's it. I'm like, this is nothing compared to Wisconsin weather. You could dress up like the Michelin man, with all your layers on, going like this down the road, and you'd still be cold. That's how Midwest winters are. Hey, Carol. Hi. Nope, I'll pass on Texas summers. Yeah, you sweat just sitting, not even doing anything. But that's what AC's for. So AC in the buildings, AC in the car, AC in the shopping malls. I just went to the laundromat and AC at at the laundromat, or they like to call it washateria. So, yeah, so AC everywhere. That's how you survive. Same with Roy and Becky. Roy and Becky just did the same, solar and AC. Like it is like 112 in Quartzsite, and they're there full time. Like, whoo. Hey, Pam, how are you? Uh, Lulu has claimed, or she's on her back with her legs sticking up. She can be hot. It's 74 in here, crazy mutt. I know. Trust me. Zeus. Lucky's right behind me. Zeus. The update on the floppy-eared chihuahua. He's now coming up on, ooh, tomorrow. Tomorrow he will be officially 6 months old. Come on. Zeus. Zeus. Come here. Come here. Come here. Good boy. Officially 6 months. And he's, he's gotten to be a little chunky. Little chunky. But he's still trim, but he's still floppy eared. The ears haven't developed to be big. I mean, they're going to be bigger than his face, so they're waiting for the face to catch up before the ears pop up. But yeah, Zeus will officially be 6 months old tomorrow, the 23rd. Ooh, you're going to be 6 months old. So yeah, I know what it's like. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Yeah. No. He's like, what is going on? Yeah. All right. I'll let you go play. Go play. Go play. Oh, no, 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 not, nope. Yeah, not P-Town. Providence, actually, Rhode Island. Blue flavoring on top of it. I like that. Snow belongs in a cup with some tasty flavoring on top of it. I agree. I'm with you. I like to be. I would rather be cold than hot because you can always put layers on. But it depends because if it's the Midwest, no way. Because no matter how many layers you put on, you're gonna get cold to the bone. East Coast, yeah, I can put layers on, no problem. I haven't been to the Pac Northwest, so I don't know what their winters are, but or in the mountains area, I don't know how that is, so I can't make a judgment on that one. So, I know it. He's gonna grow into his ears. His face is too small for his ears, so his ears aren't popping up like a regular Chihuahua yet. So when his face grows out a little bit, then his ears will come out. But right now, I swear he looks like Dobby from Harry Potter with the ears flopped over like that. I'm like, oh, and the big eyes. I'm like, oh my god, so cute. Yeah, pretend. Believe me, he is pretending that he's all mellow because he is like on fire. I forgot what it was like to have a puppy. Oh my gosh. Chewing shoes, chewing this, teething this and that. I mean, training him obviously, and he's doing better than, when he was like 3 months old, 4 months old. So he is doing better, but he's still a stinker. Hey, Tim. Hi. Woohoo. My brother from another mother. Yeah, I just got a promotion from Royal Caribbean. So I'm actually going to take a cruise with my kids. Yeah. I'm going to take my daughter, my son, and my son's girlfriend. So, we'll have two separate rooms. They'll get their own room, and Larissa and I will be in my room. They had a promotion where it was, for two rooms. So I'm like, okay. So I might be going on a cruise with my kids. For the first time, they're actually going to get a family vacation. So I'm pretty excited about that. Tim saying hello to everyone. Woohoo! Hello, hello. More bang for your bucks is back. So yeah, still good. I'm still kind of hanging in there. Like I said, I've been helping out my sister move in, so to speak. And the craziest thing happened yesterday, actually. Um, they finally moved all of their things last week. So this week I've been helping them try to get situated, trying to get them organized enough and helping them. I still had Bo over here, so on and so forth. So I was trying to help them as much as I could. Well, they had purchased a digger so they could make trenches because they're making trenches from their well all the way down to the property and making like a drainage ditch for the rain and everything else. So they were, you know, doing digging and everything else. So they parked their digger out there out towards the street because they were making the path all the way to the drainage ditch. Um, so her husband goes out, checks something out, and these people actually there were people and I still can't believe this. There were people that I guess drove by, saw that this digger was unattended, and they went, got a flatbed truck, and came and backed up all the way to our security gate. And then the husband came around. As soon as they saw the husband, they took off. And it was just like, and now I've been here a whole year because he had gotten out to check something. And, you know, it's a busy, road in front of us, but you have to really come in to get to the gate. It's not like right off the street. You have to really come in to get. They had backed the flatbed trailer up all the way to the gate. And it was a forest gate, one of those arms that go out like this and stuff. They were going to steal the freaking digger because it was a small digger. It wasn't a huge one. It was one that can easily go on a flatbed, no problem, right? But as soon as they saw Jeff, boom, they took off. And I'm like, I've lived here a year and no one has gone up to that gate. No one. And all of a sudden we had somebody, granted, it was eye candy. It was a brand new digger. So it was sitting right out there unattended. So people were thinking, oh, it's for free. No, no, you know, I just could not believe the gall and the audacity of somebody, and it wasn't just like park close to the street. They backed in a good 40 feet to get to our back gate. Our front gate is a little further back from the road. So I'm like, no, you had every intention of stealing it. And it was like, why? What? We couldn't believe it. So, and luckily we have security cameras throughout the whole entire property. So, and they go off like that. So it's like, I've been here a year, not one incident. They've only been here a week, 1 week, and somebody already tried to steal stuff. I'm like, what? Insane. Sweet. It'll be sometime in November. It'll be sometime in November. Because as you all know, both of my children are adopted, and they were Russian born, and they have to get their American birth certificate. So certificate of international birth, but showing, they have their COC, they're Americans the minute that they touched it down, when they came here. So uh, there's a lot of rigmarole because the documents are all in Russian with notarized translations. So there's so many different, things in the works, and it's a different kind of thing. So we have to get their birth certificates in order for us to get their passports, because then they can go. Luckily, I checked with Royal Caribbean. They can go with their birth certificates, but the government as well as I do, Lord knows how long that's going to take. So October, we're figuring, that's good 4 or 5 months. Well, that should be enough. So crossing our fingers that will be at least enough, because they can travel from here, Texas, um, as long as they come back to the same port, which we are, and they can travel on their birth certificates. They don't need their passports. When you get to the port, all they care about is your CPAS card. So they, granted, I tell them to always bring their identification with them, but they'll learn that because this is their first cruise. So it'll be nice. Dang, that was it. Yeah, I was, and it's just, I, like I said, I've been here a year and nothing like that happened. They had only been here a week. But then again, like I said, he left it unattended out in the middle, close to the driveway where, people could see. It was, plain as day. And um but now that we have cameras, I mean, we've always had cameras on the property. Even when we weren't here, we knew if somebody was on the property. The tax assessors came on the property without permission, and, we told them, get off the land. I don't know you. You're trespassing. And we called the police because we didn't know who they were. They didn't show us, they didn't make an appointment or anything like that. And the cops came. The cops did come. So it's a small town. So, I don't know who you are. It says no trespassing. It says property is under video surveillance. Those that come in will be prosecuted. So it wasn't, and we have signs all over the place. So it's not like we didn't warn them. But it was close. Yes, it's after the beet harvest. So it's kind of like my treat for me. Yeah, it's after the beet harvest. It's good for October and November, but I'll be doing the beet harvest in October. So um I figured, oh, it's gonna be perfect. So I can just do it in November. And I did that last year, and I'm trying to go towards, you know, I don't want to go during Thanksgiving because a lot of people do Thanksgiving, especially my kids. For me, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I think I thank God every year, every day. So having a special day for Thanksgiving is not my thing. I know I'm not a heathen, but I'm like, I give thanks every day for my affirmations and say, no, I don't need a special day to say thank you. So, um, but my kids like the whole, turkey and stuffing and all that kind of stuff. So, I'm not going to take that away from them. So I don't know. We'll see how, if I can, get this scheduled or whatever. That would be so nice to have like a family vacation, the first family vacation. But yep. Les gets all the treats. Les gets all the treats. At least I hope. Um, you know, Lucky's passed out here. This is funny. I don't know if you can see. Oh, of course he got up. He's literally sprawled out. Like he was sprawled out, passed out until I moved my chair. I think he does that purposely, so if he knows when I'm getting up to go somewhere or do something. I don't know, that little stinker. But that's Lucky. Sorry about the E. Ah, I know what you meant. Lisa, Lee, I've had it all. So it doesn't bother me any. I know what you meant. Believe me, typos happen all the time. Trust me. I know. Not a big deal. Not sweating over it, that's for sure. Don't even worry about it. You know, technology is only good as the user, and sometimes the user just lately I this computer has given me more problems. I am about ready to just go to Apple and tell them to give me a new one because I've been finding different errors and things like that in the code, and when I try to bring it up to them, they're all like, "No, that's not what." Well, you tell me because this is what's happening, and I see the code right here. And so they're like, "Are you a tech for are you a tech for MacBooks?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just saying it's blatantly clear. If you're a programmer, you know what's going on." Um, so yeah, it's been crazy. Dancing, dancing, oh yeah. Dancing with, hey Brenda, what's up, what's up? We are here, we are here. Yeah, so it's been great. So I'm planning the trip. I also want to go to Japan. And they still have the um Houston to London, 11-hour layover in London where I can go to Harry Potter studio tour, the Eye, everything like that, get back on the plane, and then go in business class, ANA's the room from London Heathrow to Tokyo Haneda, 14-hour flight in business class. Ooh, for like 83,000 points one way. And right now I have like close to 300,000. So I'm like, hmm, that would be a trip. So I might book that one just for fun. And then just, it's economy from George Bush to London, but that's only 9 hours. That's no big deal. But 14 hour or 15 hours, close to 15 hours from London Heathrow to Tokyo Haneda. Like, man, be in business class, lay flat seat, all the good stuff. Oh yeah, yeah, sign me up for that. I'll take an 8 hour nap, no problem. So that should be fun. And then, let's see, because I play the points game. I just got 800,000 points on um, City, no, Chase Freedom. I got, is it Chase or was it City? I have to look. They had a promotion going on that if you spend $5,000 in 3 months, you get 100,000 points. And so everything went on there. My car payments, my luckily, like I had my insurance, I pay for the year. So my insurance for both cars were coming up. So there was 3 grand right there, you know? So I had the insurance. I had the monthly payments of Fuzzy and Rickshaw. Um, so boom, boom. I was like, done. So you got to plan that out though, because normally I would have done that anyways. So in the meantime, I got the extra 100,000 points. So yay for me. And then you play the points game. You figure out, look at things, look at different sites, and you figure out, what is the best route. Always find one-way flights. Now, here's the thing, usually when you book out, um, they release the business seats about 14 days before departure. So from the date, like today, to 14 days out, if you want to fly business class, they usually release those seats to be resold. If you want to go 30 or 40 days or 50 days or a month out, more than likely you will not find a business reward flight. So flexibility is huge. It's key. So if you got to make plans to only 14 days, boom. Like I usually check the next week, like today's Sunday. So I'll check for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week. And usually I can find a business class seat for like the route that I'd love for 80,000. Business class. Economy to London, but London to, and it's ANA, and it's the room, so it's like a suite. And I'm like, oh yeah, sign me up for that one. 300,000 points. Wait, who got 300,000 points? Oh yeah, for me. Yeah, I have around 300,000 points. Not gonna lie, in total. It's Mary. Yeah, Brenda, she was in front of Lindy. She was parked in front of Lindy. Um, gosh, I don't know, Tim, did you? I know I was there. I was there with Mike and Rick. Oh man, Mary. You're gonna have to make you we well, you're gonna have to come on by. I'll let Tim know where we are. Wink wink. That was actually nice when I got out of the that corner because it just ended up being a dust bowl. As soon as I moved, down a little further, it was perfect. It was really perfect. Um, I can't complain about that area. So I'll definitely be parking there next year. And I'll probably stay like a month again or maybe 2 months, who knows. I had to leave early because I had to pick up Zeus. He was finally weaned off and I had to go pick him up. So I had to cut my um winter travels short. Oh, got something in my eye. I remember we met up in Parker and stayed by the river. Yep, there we go. You know that I met so many people. It's a blur anyways, I know, right? Isn't that the truth? You did give me a sticker. I want a sticker. I got Mobang sticker. I got all three of them so far. He had three different versions. So far I've got three. I haven't I should the one that you see up here, this is the sticker that I have, and I'm like, I've got to change that. I gotta make a new logo. Um, I don't know. I like it, but I don't know yet. That's what happens when you're stuck. You want a sticker, you have to ask when we meet. Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, he'd be handing it to every Tom, Dick, and Harry, and just the heck, what the heck? You don't have my aluminum sticker? I think I just had it too. I've got the silver one. It's a good, decent, it's about a good, decent size, maybe 2 inches, maybe. I've got a silver one. Is that the one? Or is there an actual aluminum sticker? I think that was the last one you gave me. It's silver. Silver background, yellow writing. Well, black too. Nope. Oh, you got a new one. So, so get rid of reiteration number 4. Number 4. Wow. Woo. Excuse me. Oh, no, I don't have that one. Nope. I have an actual sticker. That one's an actual sticker. That's the last one I got. I got the round silver one. I've got the chopstick one. I got there's one other one I got. Double-sided tape on the back of it. Nice. Really? Well, you're gonna have to save me one next time I see you. Because I will ask for one. I will definitely ask for one. I know, right? Mr. Fancy Pants. Mr. Fancy Pants Tim. Boo boo. Yeah, I have to redo my logo, and I just haven't found anything that I like because this is my latest one, and because I had Rickshaw, the little ProMaster one, before I put Fuzzy on there. But yeah, I got to think of something else. I just don't know. I just don't know what. Figure out, yeah, Mr. Fancy Pants, Tim. Mr. Fancy Pants. So yeah, that has been pretty much this week, guys. Still learning. Um, Again, I'm having problems with this computer. I'm about ready to ditch it and get a new MacBook and have them replace this because they can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. And it's literally been giving me more problems than I want to count. So, I'm probably just going to have them give me a new one because this is only about a year and a half old. So this shouldn't be doing what it's doing. And so hence the reason I'm having fighting problems with it because all of the content that I have, I've uploaded to here. And for some dang reason, it will not transfer from here back onto my disk in order for me to use my phone or whatever to edit this content. So hopefully by next week I can get this resolved because I'm at my wit's end. And we'll see about that. Uh-oh. Nora's in the house. Hey. I try to help out a fellow nomad who started a laser printing business. Oh, that's $1 per card. Really? Wow, nice. Nora's in the house. I was going to go to sleep but wanted to say hi. Well, thank you for showing up. Thank you. We love you. Whoop whoop. Nora's in the house. Brenda. Gotta run. Hope you all have a great week. Thanks, Mary. I appreciate it. Thanks for spending some time. Whoop whoop. Everybody saying night, night. And that's, pretty much what happened this week. Trying to settle in Deb, trying to look at cruise information and get booked for a family vacation with my son, my daughter, and his girlfriend, or my daughter and my son and his girlfriend. Still looking at Japan trips. I'm also doing beet harvest. I have a trip that I'm going up to Rhode Island in mid July, and I don't know how long how long I stay, I stay. That's the best thing about nomads. You know how long I stay, I stay. um, and then I'll come back here, and then I will go to the beet harvest. Beet harvest is I have to be up there the last week of September. Is when I have to check in. And yeah, you know this so I'm gonna call it quits before it like totally dies on me because I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Still testing out different options, but we'll see what happens. So anyway, thank you everyone for showing up. Saying hi to everyone. Dang, September is getting close. I know. End of September, because it's only, what, 3 months away. 2 months, actually, if you want to count September 1st. Thank you, Nora. Thanks, Tim, Roy, Becky, Mary, Brenda, Pam. Thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate it. It's pretty much what's been going on. Hopefully, like I said, I can get some of these videos out once I can get all the videos transferred. But I'm gonna scream and shout at them and tell them, look, you're wasting, you're not making me money by having my computer crack up. So thank you all for showing and sticking with me. I love y'all. Be safe, everyone. Please take care of each other. And as always, stop dreaming it and start living it. I love you all. Have a great week, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye.